Hello, Ryan Buckley here, and I am here with Ghostdancer, a 3-year-old filly, and Sugar, a 2-year-old filly. And today I'm going to demonstrate how I would start teaching a horse to bow on one knee. Most of the time I post videos after my horses are learning the tricks, but in order to help people learn to teach it themselves, I'm going to video today. It's the first time I've ever tried this with either one of these fillies. And I got both of these in about 2 weeks ago and got them started under saddle, and I start teaching and incorporating some trick training with my ground working, as I feel it really helps the horse's mind learn and improve. Plus helps them be more relaxed and respectful to me on the ground and under saddle. So I'll start with Ghostdancer. Now for a bow on one knee to be really well executed, and if you're hoping the horse to actually stay there, the horse needs a little room under their belly. So if they're standing square on all four and you're teaching them to bow on one knee, typically they can't hold it as well, they lose their balance. So there's two different methods I'm going to demonstrate today which will allow there to be some room. So the first one is you actually teach your horse to back up and then ask for a bow as they're moving. So their back feet are moving and then they start bowing. That gives them that room. The second way is to teach them to stretch first or move their front feet out away from their back feet, then ask for that bow so they have more room. And I'm going to demonstrate both. Both fillies have only had about 1 day, maybe 2 days of teaching to stretch. So I prefer to actually have them stretching a little better, but I'll still be able to kind of demonstrate how we start. I don't expect either one of these to really bow today, but it will show you a first step one, and maybe in a week I'll do a follow-up video. So first I'll take Ghostdancer over here. One thing I have taught the fillies is to give to pressure of the dressage whip. So if I want their hips to move, and I can even reach over them, bring their hips back towards me. And I can move their shoulders. She's not doing it very well right now, so I just keep asking. There we go. Earth a little bit. Try to move her shoulders this way. There, she did that good. I'll move her ribs, make her side pass. Good. So just being able to move your horse's body in different ways will help them. You know, you put them where you want them, plus it helps you when you're under saddle of getting them to move where you want. I'll side pass her this way. So you can see where that'll actually help when I'm under saddle, teaching her to side pass. So the first thing I'm going to do for the back and bow is I'm going to actually just get them to back up easy. And I'm going to lean down a little, drive my energy kind of towards her chest, and ask her to back up. I'll make a little noise here. Good. So you want to be able to back that horse up easily. If you can't really back them up, then this method won't work yet. You need to teach them to be able to back up easily from here in front of them. So I'm going to, and then as she's backing, just as she's getting ready to pick up that leg, I'm going to tap it. Good. So first she doesn't know, but she'll start figuring out as she's backing, she's picking that leg up, then I'm going to tap it there, and that'll ask for that knee to pick up. Right there. And right there. Good. So as you start doing this, pretty soon they'll hold that leg up a little bit. Like that. There. I don't know if you can see it, but she like picked it and kind of leaned. So that was the start of a bow on one knee in this method. So then praise her. In the back to bow method, I don't use food treats. In the stretch to bow method, I do. Back, and now. Oh, excellent, excellent, good girl, good. So that was really good for her first time. And I'll just build on that, every few days, work on it. She'll get to where she holds it longer. Pretty soon she'll be able to back up and she'll bow all the way to me. Then I can work it moving around and having her bow when I'm beside her. But that was great in that method. So now I like to put a horse in a corner before I ask him to stretch and bow. And in my stall, I don't have much room to video. So I've created a corner here in my indoor round pen. Here again, it's good that you've taught the horse to be able to move around so that I can place her in that corner. Good girl. Okay, so I haven't tried to stretch her for a few days. So first we'll do that. So I get her in the corner and I'm going to tap the back of a fetlock, whichever foot's farther back. I'm going to ask her to stretch. Good. A lot of times I just rub them with my dressage whip as a little scratch. Okay, stretch. Good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And if they walk forward with their back feet, you just back them up and ask again. So now I'm going to back her up. Good. Okay, now I'm going to place a lead rope on her foot. I'm going to take her front left foot, pick it up, and then put this right around her fetlock there. And when I'm first teaching this, I like to not have a back cinch and breast collar and all my equipment on them, as it just adds a little more pressure as they're learning. So today I've actually saddled both fillies with my kids' saddles, just so it's just the front cinch, kind of something just to hold my lead rope is all I'm really needing. So now I'm going to stretch her again. Stretch. Good girl. Oh, good girl. Can I get this foot just a little bit more? Good. So she moved her back foot, but she really just kind of squared up. So that's not bad. I'll see if I can get a little more. No. There, she moved her back foot forward. So back her up. Stretch. Good girl. Stretch. Good. That's a really nice stretch for just a few days learning. Okay, now I'm going to get a food treat ready. I'm going to step back around by my stirrup. I'm going to tap the very front of her knee, because that will end up being her cue to bow. I'm going to tap that, and as she picks it, I'm going to pull up on the foot rope and see if I can hold it and give her a treat somewhere. So I'm going to turn over here, and I'm going to say bow. There, I picked it up. And then I get my food treat ready. There you go. Bow, bow, bow. Good. Bow. Yes. Yes. Good girl. Here's a treat. Oh, she doesn't want my treat. Well, that's fine too. Good girl. Good. Good girl. Well, don't expect all of them to bow that far down on their first time asking. If she would have just kind of leaned a little more, I would have given her the treat to teach her that as you're going down, that's where the reward is, the treat is. She went all the way down, so that was excellent. So I will put her up and grab Sugar and demonstrate the same thing but with a different horse. Today is day 12 that I've worked with Ghostdancer, and today is day 10 that I've worked with Sugar. And again, the first time for either one of them doing any of the bow on one knee. Sugar. So I'll start the same way. I'll kind of remind her to move her body under pressure. Good. Oh, nice. Good girl. Move this way. Move this way. Nice. Inside. Okay. See how, this horse just being respectful of where when I'm asking to move a certain body part, how that will benefit all of my training in the future on this horse. So, you know, here she's had 10 days of working and I can move her around. So now I'm going to back her up. Okay, backing pretty good. Good. So you have to kind of watch your timing. So you're wanting to tap that front left knee just as you think she's about to pick it up in her back. Right there. Good. Good. And then you just kind of reward them. And then you can either back from there again or you can lean forward again. Okay. There was a hesitate there when she picked it up. Good job. Good job. So don't try to ask for too much and just get them confused, or, you know, you're trying to reward a little try. So as soon as I saw that kind of hold for just a split second longer, that meant she was starting to understand when I'm tapping on that knee, I'm supposed to bend it. So now I'll come over here. Her in the corner. Good. Side. Good. Back. Good girl. And I'll ask her to stretch. Good. Stretch this foot. Good girl. Both these fillies are stretching nice today, and I haven't worked on the stretch for the last 4 or 5 days, so I'm really happy that they remembered from before when I was teaching them to stretch. Okay, back out. Good. Get our foot rope. Good girl. And I also, if you're wanting to try to teach this to like young colts, you know, weaners or yearlings, sometimes if I don't want to saddle them, or like it's a young horse, without a saddle, I can take this lead rope, drop it down the other side of their back, come under and still tie to this fetlock, and that allows you, when you stretch and go to bow them, you can pull that rope over their back and hold onto it, and it'll assist you in getting them to bow down. So, stretch. That was a little bit. So we reward a little try. Here's another stretch. Good. That was a nice big step. If I can get this one to come. Oh, good girl. And a lot of times they kind of come towards you, so that's really common. I don't worry about it. Just watch my toes. Okay, now I'm going to get a treat ready. I'm going to step over here. I'm going to tap. Bow. Good. Tap that knee a little more, bow. No. Whoa, good girl. Good girl. So she moved her back feet, which wasn't what I wanted, but then she bowed down. So I went ahead and rewarded her. So now we'll just work at the back feet. That's just losing their balance, you know, a young horse not quite understanding, which is another great thing about these tricks. We're just teaching that horse to balance in different positions and manage their weight, so when I'm on them under saddle, they can handle my weight better. Stretch. This foot. Stretch. Good girl. Okay. I got my treat ready. Tap her knee. Bow. She picks it up. Hold the foot rope around so I can hold it. Bow. Bow. And I'll lure her head down and let her start to bow. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, so good. didn't expect her to go all the way down and definitely not hold it this long, but I'll make that a really good reward. Good girl. Okay. Great job, Sugar. Great. Back. Well, I'm super happy with both of my fillies. First day doing the bow on one knee. I hope you enjoyed this and maybe learned something. Thank you.